Hey everybody, I'm Brandon72Mo, and welcome back to Planet Coaster Part 44 in this complete series. And today we're gonna do some things in Old West because, well, that's what we've got left. The next several videos are probably just gonna be buildings, because there's really, we're at maximum density on the rides. I really don't have anywhere left that I could fit another ride. I could maybe squeeze in another roller coaster up here that runs all that, but I think it would just start looking too rough. I'm really pleased with my number of rides over here. So now I want to get the buildings done. We're going to come back to our Iron Forge here in another episode. We got it mostly built. The colors are all off, but I can live with that for now. People are using these shops quite a bit, and I've decided that I kept talking about putting a water mill over here, but really what we're going to do is build it right against the water here and have like a little outpost town right against the water with maybe just a small little dock that comes out into here. I'm going to have a water mill and maybe a house or two, just really small, like fishing houses with some little jetties off of them. And then it'll give us a place for one or two extra shops just to take care of the people that are on this long trek here so that they don't have to wait all the way to here to go to shops. Because I think that's one of the problems of why I don't have too many people coming over to this coaster. They really like it when they ride it. Like I've watched the guests, they love the coaster, but they just don't get over this direction. We do have quite a few people in the park. That number should be dropping though, because I do have it limited to 500. I need some daylight. At least I hope I have it limited to 500. I have it limited to 500. So first things first is I want to deal with Crazy Train, and I want to base this off of a mine building. Actually, this whole area here is going to be like a mining camp. All of this in this area here. So there'll be some tents, and I'll eventually dig out a little cave that kind of disappears off around a corner with like some mine tracks that go into it if I can fit them in here. Might be tough to do with this guy here, but I'm sure I can get it done. One of the things I want to see if I can do, though, is I want to get the actual station closer to where the lift starts and get rid of this little section. I don't know if that's possible. Like, I really don't know if that's possible. Let's just close it instead of test it. So what I'm hoping is that I can delete this and the station and then put a station here right against this bit. So now I want to delete my station. Oh, it makes me nervous. Now I want to delete the station, please. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that just makes me so nervous to do that. And then see if I can't put my station here. Same setup. Entry left, exit right. Oh, and that wasn't so hard. Okay, so then all I should have to do is buy that, and then I don't want it now. I want to switch to track out of the back. I don't want it to be that long. I want to switch to track, please. There we go. And then right there, hopefully that doesn't screw up the ride. It shouldn't in any way, shape, or form screw up the ride. Actually, I want this to leave the station and enter. What's my target speed here? 13. 13, so I want my target speed on the station. Actually, entry speed 13. And exit speed I want all the way up. So stop test, start test. Oh, okay, now start test. And like I said, hopefully that didn't screw up the ride too bad. Hopefully I still have all three trains as well. Or, yeah, I still have all three trains. Where they are, don't really know. One of them's here in the way there, Foundry. Yeah, one of them's up here waiting to come off of that lift. And I think the other one was over there on that lift. Yeah, it just started. Okay, so we'll let the trains get back, and we'll see whether or not we screwed up the ride. And then we'll leave it closed while we build the building, because I want to kind of do some things with the entrance, the queue path and everything. That's a little bit different. Wow, that car did not have to wait at all. So that's kind of cool. They pretty much got there and then turned around and left. So here comes one in. I think this is my second one. I reported theft. Awesome. Slows down nicely. I don't think I'm going to get my results off of that car, because that was, yeah, I'll get my results off of this car. That should be the first one that left, because we've now had 2 others come through. So he'll come in, and we should still have a decent score, because we didn't alter the actual ride any. Like, where they go. Yeah, we still have a good score. So close it down. Get rid of that. And then for now, I'm going to delete these paths, and we'll come back to them. Like so. We're going to get rid of all of that. I can leave that little bit. And we'll get rid of this bit here. And then we'll place entrances and exits and all that good stuff later. It's going to be really tough to get this thing to fit right next to this hill. Or to the hill. To the train tracks. And get the building exactly how I want it. So it may not be exact, but it'll be pretty damn close. It's kind of a multi-tiered building that's set into the side of the hill. So I thought this would be the perfect place to do it. So that you actually, the people just kind of emerge out of the building up here. Don't know how well that's going to work out. I think if I end one section a little bit ahead of this, it'll be fine. It's not a massive building, but it does slope up quite a bit. Sadly, it is built out of the same type of wood we've been building everything out of. But, you know, I did play Red Dead Redemption not that long ago on my channel. And I do remember a lot of the buildings were all just the same type of wood over and over again. So, I don't think... Not futuristic, rustic and Old West. I don't think that this is so much a bad thing anymore. Because, well, it's just the building materials that were available. So I want a decent-sized building here. But I also want to see if I can't use this cool new thing that was added to the game. And I don't know what section it's under. I think it's considered an animatronic. Yeah, I kind of want these coaster stable doors on this thing. I just think it'd be cool to have these opening and closing as the coaster came in. But it says I can't put it there. But you'd think that I could, because that seems like something I could put there. Put it there. Well, I'm not building on the station anymore. Whoops. Back to scenery. Okay, it immediately took me out of my building. Build on the station. Thank you. Oh, it's because I didn't start a building. Alright, well, we'll put a piece down to make it happy. There we go. Now we'll go to scenery. And that'll keep me set now. Alright, come on. Select it. There we go. What I want to do is go to align to surfaces here. And then spin it around. Angle snapping's on. Wait, I know it's straight to the building, if not straight to the world. I don't care if it's straight to the world or not. I just think it'd be really cool to have this thing here. But my god, those doors are huge. Maybe I need to move them back some to where they open and close right there. So if I center them, where can I build them? See, that says obstructed. How high do I have to go before you let me build them? Good God. Apparently pretty damn high. Keep going. Lord have mercy. There? Well, it doesn't even look like it's opening for the coaster at that height. I mean, look, that's just... Maybe I need to turn collisions off for this to work properly. I just think it'd be cool to have these open and close to let the thing in and out. Alright, so we need to turn the scenery collisions off. Settings, game, and I think it's this one. Yeah, the rides and stations preventing scenery. Just long enough to get this part built. So what I want to do then is get rid of that for a second, go back to building, and build out, because it needs to come out about 2 full squares. So, back in here, back to more filters. It's already there, never mind. And then, give me this plank. Come out, and then right here, I think we'll have, where is that guy? Yeah, there we go. Surround. That's too high. Yeah, that's too high. What I need to do is, first of all, have the 2 meter underneath it. So you just need to go to the down here like that. Because that would have let me build that, even if I didn't have those collisions enabled. And then what I'm hoping is that the barn doors fit here. That's my hope and dream right now. Just waiting for them to load. There we go. Coaster doors, stables. Align to surface. Spin it back around. Actually, we'll spin it up first. They open out like that. Do I want them to open in or out? I want them to open in. That's tilted. So you like that. And then it's still way wider than the building's going to be. Like, significantly so. So if I put them, like, right there, that's hugging that wall that's there, and then that looks silly because it goes to that door. Okay, idea. We'll come back. And now we're going to call this done. Call this done. I'm going to go, not park management. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to go to blueprints for coasters and see if there is a blueprint for a dueling coaster in here, because if there is, I saw them build one on a live stream, or actually had already had it built, and I could have swore they said that it was going to be a blueprint that was available in the game. I could totally be lying about that, though. Or just imagining it more than anything. It was a hybrid coaster, but they were dueling. And he had a really cool station around it. That used those doors. Because everybody saw them and freaked out during the live stream. They're like, oh my god, new doors! Like, people seriously freaked out. That's not a hybrid coaster. I know it was a hybrid coaster. Maybe they didn't put this in then. Falco's Asian looking. We've looked at that before. Is it this guy? Nope, not that guy. Not at all that guy. Well, shit. I could have swore they said that they were going to put this in blueprints for coasters. Because he talked about how long he had worked on building it and everything. I mean, here's the one that they showed off, and the guy talked about how he built this one. And this was definitely one of his creations, because he talked about, you know, just how he wanted it to actually mimic a real ride that existed. The high seas, that's not it. Because it was in like a, that's just a simple little wooden coaster. It was in a snowy region. But I should have all of those available regardless, because I have other stuff here. Okay, so let's go down here to hybrid. I only have these two. Was it the Harbinger, or was it... Maybe it was the Harbinger. No, that's, again, just one coaster. Though it does a lot of what his did. Maybe they just put the coaster in and not the scenery. Well, that sucks. Why can't you go there? Oh, because you're, that looks almost exactly like it. I mean, it really does. He just had them, like, mirror one another, and then down here, they looped inside of each other. Oh, well. So much for figuring out the barn doors that way. I wanted to see him in use so I could figure out what I'm doing wrong here. Well, here we go. Let's go back. Just figured it out myself. When all else fails. What do we have here? Recent blueprints, large building, small building, other building. These are my buildings, aren't they? Yeah, stuff I downloaded. And these are the ones that were already in the game. What's that? Train prop. I made that, but I don't know what it is. Who knows? And then Large buildings. Castle. I can't wait to build a freaking castle. I really can't. So how am I going to make this white? Make the building a lot bigger than I wanted to. Could always do that. Alright, let's go back in scenery. Let's go grab those doors. Let's get them in the general area that I wanted them. There you go. Line to that. Like you just did. Like you just did. Come on, you were there. Okay, fine. Fine. Don't cooperate with me then. There we go. Are you straight up and down? You are. So, how do I want this to look? I think it's going to look funky no matter how I do it. I mean, I could always just bring it... have it be the outside wall. And not have other walls here. So where does this come to here exactly? Well, we'll have to have a wall connecting to it somehow. If anything, just off to the sides, but it's wider than all the wall pieces are. Which does present a bit of a challenge. So I could, like, put that wall in that post. And that works okay. Except it's not a straight post. Is it really not? Well, it's really not. That's cool. But then it's off-center. And I really want it to be center on the track. Like, right there. Because what you could do is make this thing triggerable when the coaster comes in. Okay, which I will now demonstrate. So you go here, activate on trigger, and then you get done here, and then you say triggers, edit triggers, and it'll put it way over here. Add a trigger, but then I'll just back it up so that as it gets close, these doors open. Like right about there, and then you add the object, click it, and then you're done. So now when I test this, when the coaster comes around, the doors will open. Which we'll see as soon as this train down here drops, which will be just a second. Here it comes. Here it comes. Let's see if I've got the timing right on this, or if it just goes crashing to the doors. There, perfect. I love that. And then they should stay open just long enough to let the train in. So we're going to figure out how to make those damn doors work in this building. Because I want them. I really do. I want them in this building. So if I have these guys come out like here, and is that making a corner? I can't really tell because of where that is. I can tell if I do this here. No, that makes a corner. I can see it underneath there. So what's in the wrong spot then is this guy. I don't really like this down here so much, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to get around that. But I might be able to hide it somewhat by doing some of these beams that we have, which are not there. I think they're wall decorations, aren't they? These wooden planks might fill this in. Possibly. I mean, they're not thick enough, but if I do a couple of them, it might look alright. Whoa, don't redo what I just did. I want to undo this guy. What about these other thicker beams? Where are they? No, they're in wall, or there. Yeah, thick wood beam. Maybe if we do one of these, spun around like this, maybe that will work if I can get it painted the right color. Really upset that this guy's blueprint wasn't in there, because it looked fantastic the way he had his building done. I mean, it's just sharp as can be. Come on. Please cooperate, please. Alright. Go, right? There you go. Now you're straight in there. Only thing is, I'm afraid that this is going to be too straight of a board. It is. I can already tell it's going to be too straight of a board. I just want something to fill in the gap down at the ground. And that's not it. Yeah, that's not it. Well, maybe then we'll have to use these doors some other time. I really freaking like them. Oh my god, look how cool that is! Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause. I'm going to find this guy's blueprint and download it. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I see how he did this. What we need to do real quick is just move you out of the way. Well, I actually want to move you, advanced move you. So I do believe I see how he did it. And I think I can redo it. I think. Being optimistic here. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this guy. And what he has is, and I've got it paused in the video, he actually doesn't have this as a blueprint. I was mistaken. But I am looking at his... Because the ride that they have on their channel versus what they have in the video is a little bit different. So he was being a bit cheeky with this. By having the two different bits. But what he did was originally he had something like that. But how he got it centered is a mystery to me. Because the ride has, it's a dueling coaster, as I mentioned, and he had the doors, a set of doors for each side of the dueling coaster, so that wouldn't center it either. So I would have to actually move my building off of the base, but that's okay. I'm fine with that it's not lined up to the building quite right, as long as I get it where I need it to be. Yeah, no matter what I do, if I go there, it's not going to be centered, and if I go there, it's not quite centered. Or is it? Hold on, let me look at this nice and straight here. Is that centered? Don't know. But then he just has like the land is higher on his, like it comes up. Right to the base, so he obviously had some collision stuff going on. Let's see, if I get this center on the track, yeah, actually, kind of works. But I think that's what he used to figure out where his side was going to be. I'm going to leave that there for now. And then, nope, I don't want to duplicate you, I want to just move you. Bring this out here. Establish the width of my building and get to building here. And we'll come back and do something. I think those doors might look alright. Just sitting on the side if I put like some plant life up against them. Wow, this is a tight fit right here. Look at that. That is just right there up against the edge of those tracks. Which is okay. Alright, what I need to do is now get out of this video and get back to the picture that I need. So I can use it to guide me where I want to go. Actually, I think I want the building to be slightly off center here. With more of it this direction, so it means I gotta build farther this way. So let's move you so you come out one more. And the doors won't be in the exact center of it, but that's okay. I just wanted them to be in the center of the track. So then this floor is the entire length of the building. And you know what? I just realized I want to use the other wood. I do. I want to use the other wood. The uprights instead of this side, this direction. I want to use this one. Yeah, I think this is going to be my better choice. Come here. For now, I might use other building materials for the other part of it. I like this better. Just duplicate you. Put you there. Put you right there. And then spin you around and put you behind there. And then do the underbit. Because I will need to figure out a way to make this all look just right. And if anything, I can just turn my collisions back on now. And just finish building. I wonder if does it really need to have this dug out part now? Can I get rid of that? Because that'll help some with the gap that I have. So I think this was originally because I was it had a different dip when it first came in. Like when I first built it, I think is what made this. It needs a little bit of it, but not nearly as much. So that'll help some. And then maybe what I can do is pull right here at the edges and bring this up to hide that bit. So it's just like a little hill that it's sitting in right here. And then just kind of like roughen this out so it's not so drastic. And it just kind of naturally flows over to the bank a little bit better. And then same here, just kind of flesh it out a bit so it's not as noticeable that there's a sudden hill here. And I think that will be okay if I come in now, bump my intensity way down, and first I'll smooth it to get my levels all closer to each other, and then I'll roughen it up, which I know sounds a little contradictory, but I want it to look like just kind of a pile of rocks out here. So we'll do that, and then we'll come back in and roughen, which will just do that to it. And I think that hides that entrance a little bit better. A little. Not still 100% on it, but it's better than it was. Okay, back to editing the building. And custom, please. We're not doing blueprints. Thanks very much. And then I want these surrounds down here. I still want the surrounds underneath it. Straight down. There you go. And that should be the only place I need to dig down right here. But then over here, I'll need some 1 meters or 2 meters. Probably this 1 meter, which is up. 1 meter gonna do it? Well, why are you way down there? Come up. There you go. Yeah, 1 meter's gonna do it there. But then on this side, I'll probably have to start doing 2 meters. Gonna make this first floor a little bit taller than I'd like it to be. But again, stuff I'm okay with. Alright, so let's get an established sidewall here. Move over. Keep going. So you're about to do it. You were gonna do it, and then you're like, nah, I don't wanna. There you go. See, we can be friends. And then it's gonna build. Oh, this building's gonna be much bigger than the one in Red Dead Redemption. So I'm gonna have to improvise. Because it sits right against the hill. I mean, like, it would end, like, right here. So that station still could come farther back. Okay, what I want to do now is I do want to turn these collisions back off. No, I didn't mean to save, but okay, cancel. You can see what I named my parks there. I just name them the episode numbers. Turn this off, because I want to make sure my walls aren't now going to interfere with the coaster. Because I don't want weird pop-through type stuff. When we're actually watching the coaster go. And, of course, there you go. We're obstructed already. Interesting. So does that mean that one can't really go there? Is it hitting the coaster? I don't see how that would hit the coaster. But it'll be fine. We can, it won't be visible that that's there, so that's okay. And then you keep coming on back till you meet up with your friend right there. And what we can do is put a little archway here for the exit path and level that out, and then we'll have a door or an archway of some sort that goes in that side for the entrance. Come on, let me click. Oh, that's right, we're in the ride. Let me click on the ride. Place entrance. Right at the front, and then people can get on where they desire. Come on, click in. There you go. And then exit, same thing. We're going to actually go towards the middle on this, so people filter out towards the middle. So that means this guy right here needs to be an archway. Custom arches. And is it you? It is you. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. And then we just need to fill into the ground on this side. 1 meter going to cut it? Don't think so, but no, 1 meter's not going to cut it, so let's go up to a 2. Down you go. There you go. Spin you around and get this side. Now that can go there. That's really peculiar. That let's build this wall up with 2 meters as much as I can, then put a 1 meter on it. And see if it'll accept a 1 meter. It'll accept a 1 meter. So it's just that one extra little bit there that is like, nope, can't go there. But again, okay. I don't mind that it's exposed to the rock just a little bit in the back. As long as it gets the major idea communicated. So you keep coming this way. And this side now. So I don't think I did this side, did I? Spin around so I can see. I did not. I'm going to hide this base completely. And that'll just be like a set of stairs leading into the building. It's going to have a lot of different stairways on it. In fact, I may even, since this exit has so much room over here, I may have it go up some stairs and come out of a small little side building that's going to be over here. If I can make it work. I might not be able to make it work because we're already right here at the water's edge, and I really wanted the small little side building coming out like this, or like a little bump out that would be just about, probably just 1 wide, but then 2 or 3 back. I can get away with 2 right here. I can get away with 2. Whoops, undo. That'll be fine. It'll give me the general idea. And there's another one at the back, but that would look silly, I think. So we'll just do this one here and ignore the one that's at the back. Again, my inspiration is these buildings in Red Dead Redemption, but it doesn't have to be exact. I'm okay with it not being exact. Are you okay with it not being exact? You should be. It's not your park, it's mine. Well, you can play in it because it's on Steam Workshop. And is that going to the ground? Can't quite tell. Are you in the ground or are you hovering just a bit? You are still hovering just a bit. Okay. So we need a 1 meter there. Go back in and edit. And custom because it cannot remember. We are building our own. So straight down. Just fill that in. And I think I need one here too. I do. Do I need one back here? I do. Oh, in there. There you go. And then I probably need one around front as well. No, actually I don't need one around front. Surprising. Alright, so that'll be our little bump out. And that'll be the only little bump out. And then from here, the building just goes up. At a pitched roof. And it keeps adding levels as it gets to there. So it's probably about the 2 meter tin roof that's on it. If I'm looking at this right. So we just do these all across. This, for some reason, I want to go in some places, not the others. Turn you off. Or down. Turn you down. Now do you want to go in these other places? Or are you going to say that that's in the way of the train? So really do need a roof. One up, 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 up. Okay, yeah, you're not in the way of the train. Alright, so then you right there. And then we'll have one other row like this, but then we'll leave an empty spot because we're gonna have a floor starting right there. Or like you'll see. Come on, up, 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 and back, and up, and then down and up, and down and up, and over and backwards and forwards. Okay, so here we're gonna have a building that comes out. That would be at this, not a building, but a room. It'd be at this same level, so to make sure I've got it at the right level, I'm gonna use this. And is that right where I need it to be? Yeah. So I'm gonna use this bit, and then duplicate it across, and then delete the ones that don't need. Little overkill to get what I'm trying to go for, but totally worth it. And it doesn't stick out as much as I'd like. So, can I get it to go halfway? At that same level, but then that's not halfway. I want halfway. I want halfway. I want right there. Oh my god, you hate me, don't you? So that would be the full width. Can I do one of the half width? You half-wit? No. Apparently, I can't. Those are my choices there. Oh, I hate it that you can't do half walls on this thing. I want half walls, Frontier. Please give me half walls. My life would be so much more complete. Actually, yes, I can. Because I just did it. Alright, then. Maybe it's a 1 meter roof, then, that I need to use so that I have more of an exposure. Because it should sit at the beginning of that first row. So let's get rid of my 2 meters. And see if that makes me happy. But then it won't climb as quick as I need. Humdy 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 hum. I wish you could get things more exact than if the tools were a little more flexible in building. It's a roller coaster, theme park simulator, not The Sims building houses. Fun fact, The Sims, I may have mentioned this previously, was originally going to be a game where you just built houses. And the only reason The Sims existed in it was to tell you if you did a good job building the house or not. Like if it met their basic needs. But then they decided that that was a better game to take care of the people, and the house building would be just an extra part than it would be to do just the house building game. So that's where they came up with The Sims, which I used to play the shit ton out of. All right, there we go. That works. Okay, so then I need you to spin around and then go make a wall for me, a corner. You don't make a corner. Shit. I don't care. I don't really care that you don't make a proper corner. And then 2 should be sufficient for this. Just a 2 square. I'm not going to actually physically connect. Like, I'm not going to have, like, a full built-out interior. I may build, like, some stairs inside that look like they're going up to the other rooms and the floors coming off of them. But it's just going to be facade more than anything. And then you are not that guy. So then you keep coming back to where you're at the end of this building. Just about right, actually. That'll work. And then... Come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Right here. And up, 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 up. And back. And up. And back. Nope. And then gets down then. Okay, I'm at a weird angle that I can't tell if these are actually lining up. Oh, they are. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. And then you come here. Up, 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 over, and down. And back over. Stay where I put you, please, darling. Right, like that. Yeah, this is kind of getting to where I want it to go. In a roundabout way. And then, am I high enough that I can have a 4-meter wall? No, Brandon, you can never be high enough. Come here. Probably here. Not right against. But, yeah, it's not quite there yet. When will I get to where I can have a 4-meter wall? Will it be here? Well, if these are going up 1 meter, 1, 2, 3, 4. Duh. I'm so smart. So right there. Yep, that's where I want that to go. And this is going to start our second level. Like so. There you go. And then you go right there. And I'm clearly not going to be able to place one there, because that definitely goes to the coaster there. But again, I'm okay that I can't place one there. So then you come across, like so, to about there, and we'll probably go ahead, even though we don't need it, put in this. That way I can make the fake stairs I was talking about that looks like it, like a crossway between these. We'll have like a stairway going up, and it'll look cool, trust me. It'll look really cool. Probably wind up putting a fake floor down in this thing, if I can get away with it. Let's just see what that looks like real quick. I don't want either one of these. I want wood. Why is wood not an option in Old West and Are they considering that modern? No, that's the modern flatwood. Okay, fine. You know what? Reset filters. Give me the one I know fucking exists. Thank you very much. And then bring this up to right even with the roller coaster base. It'll have a little gap, but I'm okay with that little gap. Oh, where did you go? There you are. Hi. How you doing? Now duplicate that so it should be... Okay, that's going to interfere there. And it's going to interfere there. Maybe I don't want to put a false floor in there because it might just look silly to have these holes in the floor. Get in the corner. No, get in the fucking corner. Right here. Come here. We'll do it like this. Do it like this. Come up. Where can I get it to go that... Actually, I could put it there. And then it's down below, but I can just put, like, stairs going off of there. Will this go... Okay, so where can I get it to go here, then? Right at that level. So, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. No, let's have, like, little stairs going down. I think that'll be fine. And right there, and then we'll just level off that terrain in the back of the building. Now, duplicate and have our... Oh, but you don't want to go there. Okay. Where can you go on this side? Can you go anywhere on this side? Ooh, really low. Alright, so let's lower all of these. And see what I can do with the train in a minute. Not the train, the terrain. Are you lining up? Yep. You lined up just fine. And then these guys are completely below the fucking ground. And then they pop back up. So yeah, I can do something with this to make this work, I do believe. And then duplicate like that. And then duplicate like that. And just fill this in. Can't quite see anymore because there's roof in the way. Come down here. There we go. Now I can see. And that train there is going to eat into my floor again. Duplicate. Are you at the same level? Can't really tell. It's just like impossible to tell here. I'm guessing it is. Place it. There you go. Hoping that's at the same level. I think I'd be able to see it. Go down. A little bit of it poking through here. Train. Let's push just a tiny little bit out of the way here. Let's see if those two are at the same level or not. They were. Okay, so scenery lock. Okay, let's turn off scenery lock. Now I'm going to have to figure out another way out front to hide the thing again. Shit. That's fine, though. Wait, does this not line up with that wall? I'll be damned, it goes past that wall. Huh. What? How did that happen? Like, seriously, how did that happen? Oh, there's how it happened. I got my gaps wrong right here. Okay, so let's undo that terrain change that I just made, because I don't need to go as drastic. Undo a whole bunch of times till that terrain is back and it gets rid of that last bit of floor that I put in. Come on, one. Just a couple more, just a couple more. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Alright, I want to get rid of the floor all the way to where I doubled it up, which is right here. No, it was right there that I doubled it up. So, there we go. And then let's duplicate again. Let me under here, please, so I can see what I'm doing. Thank you. And duplicate again. Duplicate again, and now it'll go to the edge of the building. Perfect, and now I don't have as much that I have to unbury later. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get things sped up, get this building built, because I actually want to do a second building, maybe, in this video. So enjoy the Planet Coaster music. Okay, so I am going to come back to this building because it's taking way longer than I ever imagined that it would, which is, you know, usual for me. But I think you're starting to see the shape of a building come together. I like that my queue climbs up and then goes back out. Kind of unnecessary for an exit, but I like it. And then over here somewhere, right here actually, we'll connect this entrance up, and still don't know exactly where I want it to go. I mean, I like the idea of it connecting over here, but I think having it zigzag as much as I did earlier was unnecessary. I think what I can do is just like zigzag it like this. Ooh, it's not following train for some reason all of a sudden. Or it is following the train. It's not angle snapping. Or are you suddenly going up a big hill? Yes, you are. So let's back off here and have it turn right here. Because what I think I can do is kind of do like a zig and a zag pattern like halfway through. Oh, it's really starting to eat into my train supports though. So what we'll do is go to train and flatten the foundation from about here and get this area nice and flat. Got a lot of train work to do still, like a lot of train work. I love that train and train sounds so much alike. Terrain, that word, and train, that thing. I love it. Cracks me up. Because even I don't ever know what I'm saying. Now turn. Turn. What? Seriously? Why don't you want to turn now? Come on. Turn right there. Oh. No, width isn't a problem. I mean, you'll turn there, but you won't turn here. Is there a reason? Fine, be that way. See if I care. We'll have it do this right here at the end for just a couple times. And then we'll have it go out. Oh, we're cutting into the train tracks again. Don't want to do that. Actually, no, that was a little symmetrical because it cut out the other one. So, that's fine. I'm all about the symmetry. And then, straight out. Straight out, and we'll decorate this up nicely. Can you go a little straighter than that? I guess not. I'll put in some plants and some stuff to make this queue path not so ugly. But that gets the general idea of that building. I want to do one more small building, or at least get it started. And that is going to be a very basic building. I always say that, and then they turn out not to be that. That's going to be right here-ish. Kind of right. I want it on the river. So it's going to be tight to get this thing to fit. But I think that I should be able to do it all right. I think. So the idea is, maybe I want to put it down here. Just so I have a little bit more space. Yeah, let's put it down here so I have a little bit more space. I really want it down here, though. But then I'm in lake. Let's see what it looks like down here, and I can always move it. So, building. And we're going to stick with the same wood we've been using for everything else, because of course we are. The uprights, you just go there for now, and then we'll say done. And want it to pretty much line up with this pathway here. Mostly. It's just, I may wind up putting a shop or two in this, possibly. But for now, it's just going to be a building. And there'll be shops that are on the outside of the building instead of the ones where you walk inside. I can do those every once in a while. I'm allowed. Alright, so since we are considering having a shop, I want to move it back just a little bit. Right, like about there, just so we get enough room for there to be a path leading up to the shop. And then it is just a 2x2 No, no, what just happened there? Whoa, 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 whoa. Undo all of that. Thank you. Edit the building. Duplicate that. Thanks. Don't know what you were doing. There we go. That's what I want right there. I'm not making proper corners again, though. There we go. Like my proper corners. This is just going to be a little sawmill building. Just very simple. And, you know, they did kind of... You know what? Actually, I do want to go the painted and make it gray. Just make it look a little more weathered than this. But I still want my uprights. Are you the uprights? Oh, wait. I didn't mean to undo the whole building, though. What I can do is, you know, maybe get rid of one at a time. Why do you always go to blueprint? That is so annoying. I really need to send them a message about that. Be like, hey, knock this nonsense off. I just want this to be a gray wall. This just should be a dirty, gray, weathered building, like about... Yeah, that darker one. I like the darker one. There we go. Okay, so now delete, 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 and then bring them back in. That's these guys. That kind of gives the look of weathered, untreated wood. Kinda. And then it will run down into the water because, well, that's what water mills did. And then, same thing over here. Like that. There you go. And then, same thing right there. And then I want just like a little... I think I want to bring this one up by like a 2 meter and a 3 meter and then have it repeat this building again here. Whoa, why you want to connect to your friend down there, don't you? Yeah, because I want to get 2 different roof lines, but I don't want it to be any wider than this. So, come on, up, 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 in, there we go, I'm back. And the day I'm recording this is the day the contest ended, but I haven't drawn the winner yet. And people are harassing me on Twitter. I tell you what. Give me some time, people. I do have other stuff to do. I'll draw the winner. I'll announce the winner. Be patient with me. Okay, so then I want to have like a wood slat roof, but also in gray. No, I think a 2 meter will be nice for this. I have a 2 meter roof, do I not? On this 1 meter, 4 meters. What is this? Wood tile roof for 4 meter square buildings. Well, that's what this is. That is a 4 meter square building if ever I saw one. But that's not... I want just a 2 meter slope. There we go. Wood tile... There. That's what I want. But not there. I want it here. Oh my god. Quit it. Thank you. And now paint you a nice dark gray. And now duplicate you to there. And to there. I'm putting the roof down on this side so I can see how high I want this side of the building to come up. So do I want it to come up a full 4? Or do I just want to do the right wood first of all? Or do I just want to do like a 2 and a 3 here? Let's see. That would be a 4. Actually, I want a 4 meter wall. And we want to go less pieces because the more pieces you have, the more your frame rate gets destroyed. Come on. There you go. And you. And you. And you. And you. And your friend. And you. Hooray! And then same roof. And then we'll put like a little window right there. And then we'll finish this off with decoration and stuff like that. Let's just do something to the path real quick. Since it is elevated, let's go with our stone path and turn off. No, I'll leave the railing on, but I want the wood in there. And there we go. Another little building, mostly done, that I'll finish off and on my own with just some nice decorative flourish. But hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, get subscribed if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below. Until next time, I'm Brandon72Mo, and I'll see you in the next video.